For NASCAR's Craftsman Truck Series, it's race number 4 of 25, and it's the first short track shootout of the year here in chilly Martinsville, Virginia. Stick around, everybody. Craftsman Truck Series qualifying's coming your way next. Coverage. Let's take a look at the top 5 in final practice from yesterday, see who was fast going into this qualifying. And that final practice session was led by Colin Braun. He in the number 6 truck, he was your fastest, 94.87 miles per hour. Let's take a look at where everybody in the top 20 finished up. Philip McGilton in the number 7 spot in the number 22 truck. We got Ken Schrader, Kyle Busch, and Dennis Setzer also among the top 10.
Yeah, it's really a hard, difficult racetrack to get a hold of anyway, especially when you have the cool conditions, like you say, 30 degrees less temperature than we had yesterday. And you also have had the jet dryers out there. The residue from the jet fuel that they use to dry the racetracks makes it slick. So poor Colin Braun, 19 years old here, just a very few races under his belt. He's going to be the first truck out. He's going to have his hands full. He's going to ask Mike Beam, what happened to the truck that I had yesterday? It was so good, and here I am slipping all over this racetrack.
Yeah, nobody wants to draw the first qualifying position, and that's exactly what Colin Braun has done. He's first on the racetrack, and like I mentioned, there was moisture on the track earlier this morning. They brought the jet dryers out there, so obviously that residue is on the racetrack. It's going to be completely different from when he set the fast time in last practice yesterday.
I've always thought that Martinsville is a difficult place to qualify anyway, because it's very, very hard to get a hold of this racetrack. You have so much torque. You get down so low RPM-wise in the center of the corner. But it looks like Colin Braun is really doing a nice job. But one thing NASCAR has done is they've given you a warm-up lap. When they reconfigured this pit road, where you exit pit road in turn number 2, they started allowing the teams to actually come around a lap and not take the green the first time by. So essentially you have that lap to get your tires warm and whatnot, and try to get a little temperature in the tires and the truck.
Pretty impressive for Colin Braun. He goes under 20 seconds, 19.993 on his first lap.
Yeah, that's a great lap, a great first lap. We should see a better second lap here, but I think Colin Braun, well, that's a little more what I expected to see even on the first lap.
Yeah, a little bit slower on that second lap, 20.20. Said sorry guys, but I tell you what, very impressive for the first guy out on a very, very green racetrack to run under 20 seconds. We knew he was fast. Yesterday he was the fastest in final practice at 19.960, so not far off what he ran yesterday.
Yeah, we only had 3 trucks under the 22nd bracket yesterday, so that's a terrific job by Colin Braun, Mike Beam, and that entire Conway team.
Good. And again, the number that they're shooting for right now is 19.993. That was set by Colin Braun, and he's standing by with Chris Devoda.
Well, Rick, Phil, you talked about the changes in the weather and the track, so wouldn't you hate to be the guy who had to go out first? And that was Colin Braun. Were you nervous at all?
Well, you know, not really. A little bit nervous there because we were so quick yesterday. I thought we had a good shot at the pole if we went further back in the field. But going first, we were kind of the guinea pigs there. But it was a good lap for the number 6 Conway Ford F-150. I mean, you know, I think that'll be pretty decent. I know it won't hold up, but for what the conditions were, I thought that was pretty decent.
Like he said, he was very good in practice. He could be a contender today, Rick. Definitely,
and a rookie going out there. The best the rookies ever finished at Martinsville has been second. 3 of them have done that, but we'll see what Colin Braun can do. Maybe find victory lane for the first time in his young career. Colin Braun set that, and he was the first truck on the racetrack for qualifying, which is really amazing to have that happen.
I think it would be incredible if Colin Braun was able to hold on for this pole with the conditions that he had to go out under.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it would be amazing, especially 19-year-old. He has been here before. We talked about it yesterday. He ran over 500 laps here in the test a couple weeks ago. So he probably has more laps at this racetrack than he does any other NASCAR racetrack, at least on the oval. Now at Daytona, he's got a lot of laps on the road course, but not that many on the oval.
Let's take a look at the starting grid. Jack Sprague grabbing his 32nd career pole. That's second all-time to Mike Skinner, who has 43. So obviously he's got a ways to go to catch him. But an impressive front row here with Jack Sprague and Denny Hamlin.
It really is. But look at Brian Scott, their rookie Brian Scott in row number 2. And Colin Braun had a great qualifying effort in 7th.